Crafty friends, how is everyone doing today? I'm back with another little bit of work on this Dollar Tree journal. I pulled out a couple more things that I mentioned, and I have to count out how many things, like you're allowed between 18, 20, depending on how much they were at Dollar Tree maybe. And she said if you go over, Jessica from Paper Terrace said that if you go over one or two, it's all right. Don't worry about it. But I have to count out how many items I actually use, Dollar Tree items, but I don't think I'm anywhere close to really getting to even 18 items. So I think I'm good to go on how many I've used. So I went ahead and pulled out a doily. I forgot, about the doilies. And I was just kind of concentrating on paper. And I have my doilies in a special spot here in my craft room. And the heart ones I bought recently were pink, so I didn't want to use those. So I pulled out this one. It's one that I've dyed. I have a few that I've coffee dyed, and one I used like this pink color on. And this one has a little pink on it, and it has blue on it. And I don't remember what kind of dye. This might be my food coloring, or it might be tie-dye ink. But anyway, I haven't sewn my signature in yet, so I figured I still have a chance to add things. So let's see where we might want this doily. I already have a pretty paper in the middle. This is blue. Well, this is kind of a greenish, more on the green side with a little blue tint to it, like a turquoisey green. So let's see where we might want this. Here's two lined papers together. Let's see, and this is a calendar. Yeah, let's put it here, because I really don't like to usually put two lined papers together. I didn't realize I did that, so that's a good spot for that. And then I have, these are the Dollar Tree paper bags that I mentioned that I bought like years ago, like probably at least 4 years ago, maybe more. And I bought, like, they had napkins and a banner and everything to match. So I had bought the banners, butterfly and a flower banner, and these paper bags and some napkins. So I thought, let me use one of these napkins in here. One of these paper bags. Let me grab them. Just 1 second. Let me go grab them. Just take a second. I'll be right back. These are my paper cutting, pinking shears that I got at a thrift store one time. And they looked pretty bad. Like, it looks like there's paint on them or something. And they're a little rusty, but they cut paper great. So I bought them that day. I think I tested them out right in the store. And I bought them, and I saved them for my paper cutting. And I saved my best ones. I have some that my parents bought me when I was first started sewing, like when I was 18 or 19 or 17 or whatever it was. But those are kind of hard, and they're probably still sharp, but not as sharp as I would like. So instead of getting them sharpened, I bought these on Amazon for not very much. Like, they were, like, at the time only $7.99 or $8.99 or something. And it probably cost more than that to get your current old, really good brand shears, pinking shears sharpened. But I thought, let me just try this pair, and they are great. They cut fabric great, and I love them. And so that's the route I went with that. But let me see. I do like to open up the bottom half of a paper bag and have, when I put it in as like a page, and have it open on both ends so that you can have a pocket on both ends. And I wasn't really going for adding more pockets, but since this matched something else, what else did I put in here from this? Oh, these flowers. This is what I'm talking about here. This banner was from the same time period when I bought these paper bags. So I thought, since I have this in here, and they're all meant to coordinate together for like a spring party or something. It was everything you needed, tablecloth, everything, at Dollar Tree. And so I thought, let me use one of these paper bags too. So let's see, I can see one going here, maybe not. I can see one going there. Let's see if there's anywhere else that might be better. I like it. I think I would like it there. See, it adds some nice color, and there's blues and yellows, and it would go with that. Let's see, I think that might be the best spot. We already added our doily there. Yeah, let's go ahead. I don't want to be too, take too long to make a decision, so let's put it here. And then we have our pockets there. We have pockets here. We'll have these pockets. And let's see, where else do we have pockets? We have our envelopes that are pockets, like that. And then the center page has pockets. Oh, I didn't sew those yet. I forgot I didn't sew those yet. I need to go sew those. But, well, I'll do that either in a minute or after the video. But the other thing I wanted to add today, which is from Dollar Tree, is some Pom Pom trim that I got last year at Dollar Tree on these little packs that they had for Easter. Trim. It's called a trim pack. I'm not going to use the chicks because, I don't know, it doesn't seem to go with a dragonfly journal. Maybe if I did bunnies or something, I would use the chicks, bunnies and chicks. But I'll save the chicks for another day. But I thought I could use some Pom Pom trim in here. And my kind of color that I'm using throughout is yellow. I used the yellow here on the closure. I used yellow here. And then I used yellow, a little bit of scrapbook paper, and somewhere else it seems like I used yellow. But anyway, that was kind of a color scheme going throughout everything. Kind of, not really, but it's not like a yellow journal or anything, but it's a lot of yellow, and the flowers are yellow. Well, I wanted to look for a page, or maybe 2 pages, to put some of this Pom Pom trim from Dollar Tree. So let's see. I can either put it like somewhere like I'll put it on the front half and the back half, and it could go here, maybe on the back of this page. Oh no, I have a pocket. Well, I could put on, well, I don't want to cover up the stitching there, but anyway, I could go here, I guess. Could go here and then on the other side, or it would stand out there nicely too against the green. This right here, it wouldn't really stand out. Let me make sure you can see here. I guess I don't need my paper cutter anymore. I thought I might need it for the paper bag, but I'm done with that, so I can move that out of the way. Here's a little piece of paper. So here it wouldn't stand out. Here it wouldn't stand out. So, yeah, but I could put it there if I wanted to, or on the back of that, depending. And is there anywhere else where I would want to put it? I don't think I want to put it there on the calendar page or pages. And I don't really want to put it on the middle page. So I think this is going to be the best page to put it on. So let's just take that out for a minute and measure and cut and everything we need to do here. Let's see now, let me grab my sharp scissors. So I'm going to there's a little something here I need to cut off. And then I will bring this down here. Oh, I don't want to stretch it too much. I was stretching it. I don't want to stretch it. I want it to be what it's going to be. Okay, so about right, I'd say about right there, right below this pom-pom. And I'm hoping I have enough for the back page too, so I don't have to open up the other pack right now. I think that's the last one I have of this trim. I think I got like 2 of each of these trims. This was the yellow trim, and then there's an orange one, and then there's another color, I think pink, that I got all last year. And I think I got a couple of each, or maybe I got one of my favorite, 2 of my favorite and one of the other, I don't know. But I thought the yellow, of course, would be best with this journal. So, all right, so we have enough, just barely. That's all the extra. I'll have to find something to do with that little piece. But I'm going to put it on the back here. So, and I'm going to use Fabri-Tac since that's like fabric ribbon type feeling trim. I'll use Fabri-Tac and then I'll hold it down. That's what I've used before on this too, so I guess you could try to sew on that if you wanted to, but I've tried to sew on Pom Pom trim before, and it kind of like the pom poms kind of get in the way. So I'm like, okay, that wasn't easy. Let's just glue that down. So that's what I do now. Yeah, I tried to sew this on. I did sew pom pom trim on a couple times. I was like, oh, that is not easy. The pom poms really get in the way. I mean, I thought it just was, you know, made to be sewn on. I mean, I guess it is, but it wasn't. Now I stretched it out or something. What? It's way too long. Well, not way too long, but a little too long. Okay, whatever. We'll just cut it off. Maybe, I guess I stretched it out a little bit. I didn't mean to, but I guess I did. So we'll cut this one. We have one little pom pom to cut off here. Oh, let me get that. Okay, there we go. Okay, that one is done. We're going to see how this looks. I have another little idea. I can do it after the signature sewn in too. There's a lot to still do, decorate and make a fabric. Oh, that looks cute. Even out of the journal. Okay, let's get this one on. Okay. I do like to see my stitching, you know, so I think stitching is, you know, it's pretty. I don't know. What do you think? I think it's pretty when you do stitching on pages or whatever. I like to see the stitching, you know, so I'm not trying to cover up the stitching. But you can see it on the other side, and I think that's where it really counts, on the other side where the pocket is. I think that's kind of like where it's meant to be seen. If that makes sense. Hopefully it does. Okay. My pom-poms are getting in the way here. My other pom-poms are getting in the way of these pom-poms. So I had to open this up so I could see what I'm doing. And my pom-poms are not preventing from me from putting these pom-poms down. Let me press it all down into the glue here. Okay. We are good. I think, let me see if I got enough glue here on the end. Yeah, that's down. Okay. There we go. Now let's see what it looks like in the journal. My ends are good. Okay, let's see what it looks like. So cute. Look at that. It's so adorable. There we go. Oh, and now that is really cute. Now, it's so perfect because, you know, I was debating on whether, when I put the rickrack down, whether to put it over here, but now we've got the pom-pom over there, and we can send it, and you can see it right along the edge on the sides and the back too, so that is really cool. That worked out really well. So now I'm going to show you what I'm using to, I use this all, which is listed in my Amazon list, you know, in my description box. I have my whole Amazon tools and things that I have bought from Amazon to use in my crafting. If you want to look at that, and if you click on any of those links, that does help me. And I'm an Amazon affiliate, and then so I'm using that. Where's my needle? Yikes! I got my needle out here all ready to go, and no, I don't show that because I've moved things around. Hold on, I might have to pause and find it because that's my favorite needle. Okay, just one second. Okay, I found my needle. I just needed to clean up a little bit, and it was under something. So there's my needle. These needles are called doll needles from Walmart. I don't know if they even still carry them, but I got a little pack of, there's about 4 or 5 or 6 of them in a little package at Walmart called doll needles. And the reason I like them is because it has a sharp end here and a rather, you know, good size eye here, so you can fit your whatever you want through there, or you can fit easily a little needle threader through there if you need help getting whatever it is, embroidery floss, or if you're using baker's twine or something that's a little thicker, then you can use a needle threader to get it through there. And the other thing I'm using is, I decided I was going to use embroidery floss, and I remembered, oh, that's not from Dollar Tree. Hold on. So here is, which I already talked about and mentioned, all of my Dollar Tree in this pickle jar. All of my Dollar Tree that I've bought over the years. Baker's twine, and I know there's yellow and white in here, so I'm going to pull out one of those and use that. And oh, this is not from Dollar Tree. This is just some I threw in here because I don't know where I got it, but it's some twine and I didn't want to lose it, so I put it in there with my other twine. But all these little rolls are from Dollar Tree, the ones that you get 3 in a pack. So that is another Dollar Tree item that I'm using. When I get done with this journal, I'll count up how many items I used and see. I really don't think I'm going to get to like 18 or 20, so I think I'm safe. But I did cheat a little, which Jessica said don't worry about it. If you cheat, use a couple things that are not from Dollar Tree, it's okay. And she said it's okay to use your tools, any of your tools. Those don't count in your items. There's scissors, glue, all that kind of stuff, punches. I think even stencils would be included in your tools, so I might do some stenciling in here, and that won't count as as one of my items. So anyway, I'm going to pause and stitch this in with the 5 pamphlet stitch, and then I'll be right back and I'll show you how it looks. Okay, got that done. It is sewn in. Here's my paper clips still on here. I'll take those off for you. And we'll see where we're at and see how she looks. Here is the 5 pamphlet stitch on a journal this tall. I like to do something like a 5 pamphlet stitch so it's nice and sturdy. This journal is, by the way, 9 inches tall, so it's a tall one. And it is, well, by the way, it is a 6 inches wide. So it's a nice size journal. You can fit just about anything you want in here. Like if you have cards you want to keep, a journal this size is good for that. You can glue in a good size card, or if it's if it's the right, not too big, it will fit in one of the pockets. So anyway, I think it's looking good. I did pull out some of my, I kind of have mixed up my buttons. Like I didn't keep my Dollar Tree buttons separate from my other buttons, but I know I have some colorful ones in this jar, and I kind of know the Dollar Tree buttons. I got a little, they come in these little jars, are really cute little jars. I still have them here, and I'm using them for other things besides buttons now, and I put all the buttons in jars like this. But whoops, I'll get that one. that was a pink one. I didn't want pink anyway. But I got a jar of black and brown and kind of like neutral colors like that. And then I got a jar of, they had a jar of colorful ones one time, and I got that jar too. And I think I got another jar. Well, how many jars do I have? Behind me, I have 5 jars. 5 jars of did have buttons in them from Dollar Tree. Let me look at my colors here again. There's a red. There is a red dragonfly, so I'm going to use that red one. That looks like the ones that are from Dollar Tree. Maybe you recognize it too. And I kind of would like to use, let's see, what do I have here? Maybe a blue or green one. Here's a green one about the same size. So maybe this green one right here, if I can get it out. It's about the same color as this scrapbook paper. And I thought I would put it on here. So what you can do when you put buttons in the middle, you could tie a knot around it, but really I just usually try to weave it through a couple of the holes if it will go in. Of course, baker's twine wants to unwind on you, so you got to get your end nice and tight and then poke it through. I may have to do this off video if it gives me a hard time. I think I may, I don't know if I've ever used my needle threader to try to do this. Hold on, let me see, where's my other button? There's the red one. Okay. I'm trying to get this end tight so I can get it through the holes here. I don't really want to cut it off because it's already short enough there. Okay, it went through one. Now all I have to do is get it through one more time. And I'll be done with this one. So let's see. Whoops. One of the threads is trying to move from the twine. Makes it bulky so I can't get it through. I did it! I did it! Okay, that one's through. So you have a little decoration, and then you can move that up and down wherever you want. You want to move it toward the end. Let's move it toward the end. Well, let's tie a knot first. On baker's twine and things like that that might unwind, jute twine, anything like that you think might unwind, just tie a little knot on the end, and that keeps it from unwinding. And there you go. And there's and that helps to keep the button on too. But usually the button will stay on because it's, you got it through 2 holes. This one does feel a little loose once now that I have it through. It feels a little like easy to slide up and down. So I think the knot is big enough. Let me see, to keep it on there though. Let me see. Yeah, that knot is, unless you really pull on it, it's not going to come off of there. So that one, and now one more. Got to torture ourselves through one more here. This end is pretty tight, so it might go right through. Let's see. Yeah, right through. That end was tighter. I think that's the one I just cut off a little bit because it was way too long when I got done with the 5 pamphlet stitch. Ooh, nope, now it's loosening up, of course. All I need is one more. Okay, I think I got it pretty tight. Let's see if I can get it through here. Let's see if I can get it through here. Yes, I did. Okay. So we have 2 Dollar Tree buttons there. And I didn't buy anything new. Everything was from my stash that I already had. All this Dollar Tree stuff already. So what else was I going to do? I was going to try something a little different. I wanted to try, see how this ties. And let me just show you real quick. And the way I have it, this kind of is open, the pocket. I mean, you can push it closed, but it opens a little bit. So I was going to try to make a little closure for that. So I wanted to put a brad that would go from back here to through here, and then that would be a closure for the pocket. And then when somebody wants to open up, they just open up the brad and boom. And so I would put a little hole through there and put a brad through there. Let me go grab my brads. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is something I've never done before, exactly, something like this. And I just thought of it because of when I was working on it, I noticed that this kind of gapped open, and I've never done my pocket exactly like this before either in the back. I think I've always put the tie closure out here, but since I wanted a pocket, I didn't want to close this up, and it's a whole thing, right? So first of all, let's pick out a brad. These aren't from Dollar Tree, so another thing that's not from Dollar Tree. I can't help myself. I want to make it nice. This is necessary. It's very necessary. So these brads I found at Dollar Tree one day, and this is just how it was. I've used a few of them, but this is all the brads I'll ever need. I never need another brad in my whole life. But what's in here? I see metal. These are little paper clips. Those are cute. Gotta remember that those are in there. But the rest of it is different colors and sizes of brads. Here's a whole bunch of yellow ones here. I think these might be a little longer here, though, and these are, yeah, these are longer, and there's a yellow one in here. These are just little like Tic Tac They're like little Tic Tac containers, you know. They just have a little flip open here, like that, and then you're supposed to be able to get your bread out of there, I guess. Let's see, yeah, it does come out. Let me see if I can get a yellow one to come out. I haven't used any of these bigger ones before. I think this lid, yeah, that lid pops off too, so. But I don't know how this came originally, like if it came like this, or if somebody bought these things separately and put this together, but this is how it was at the thrift store. So that's my brads. And then so what I thought I would do is, so the original middle clasp on this envelope is right here. Let me show you on this side, right here, about right there. So of course I can't put a hole through that. I'm not going to try, I wouldn't. But just above that, so really just above the ribbon, so about right there. So what I need to do, I've got my crocodile, and I want the small hole, so this one here. So I'm going to poke a hole through just above the ribbon, right over here. And it's going to go through the 2 layers of envelope, scrapbook paper, and the fabric. And that's no problem for a crocodile. If you've never used one, it goes through very thick things. You'd be surprised at what it goes through. I wanted to get just above the ribbon though. Let me put it down a little bit. And I want it, yeah, so about right there. Okay, so there's my hole. So on this side, I'm going to have my little yellow brad. So I don't, you know, it's just there like a little button or something, just a little thing. And then on this side is where it will spread out, but I do want to protect the paper a little bit. So I have here also these are reinforcements that I've made out of scraps. So can you see? I don't know if you can tell how many are in here, but there's tons here. Like these also would last me my whole life probably. There's so many in here, and it didn't take me long to get this many in here. And I made them, I don't have a reinforcement punch. I made them with I have a little, little circle punch that's what, 1/2 inch or whatever these are, probably 1/2 inch, and I have my hole punch, my regular metal, cheapy hole punch. And so I did the 2 punches on them to make them. I did the circle punch, and then I punched the other hole punch in the middle. And that's how I made all of these, every single one of these. I don't have a reinforcement punch. Yeah, I'm a little crazy, I guess, but it's a good mobile crafting if you want to do it when you're sitting in front of the TV. That'll keep you busy for at least probably a week if you want to make this many. And it maybe doesn't look like a lot, but it is. So anyway, I need a coordinating little reinforcement here. Here's a nice little bright yellow one. Let's see what this is. These are mostly paper, but I'm sure there's some cardstock in here. This one feels pretty thick. It might be cardstock, so that's good. So I thought I would put that there and give that little area some strength. And I think this is paper on paper, so I can use my art glitter glue. If I used my other glue, my Fabri-Tac, it would probably be too much as far as it would show, because it'd be hard to almost, I mean, it's not impossible, but it'd be almost hard to get it to just be on this little piece right here and not ooze out once I put it down. Okay, so, and if this oozes out, it doesn't show, it's clear, dries clear, and it doesn't dry shiny. So there's a perfect little reinforcement there for that area. And I think it adds a lot. So I've got it so it spreads out, up and down. So now that can come out if somebody didn't like that. I guess they could take it out, but I don't know why you wouldn't like it. Because it needs to be, it's not like permanently in there, but it bends very easily. This brad bends very easily, and you see the 2 little prongs there, And now, when you close it, it resolves that little issue that I have. I mean, maybe nobody else would have cared, but I kind of, you know how I am. I notice the little things like that bother me, and I have to fix them. So I did. So now we're going to tie this little bow and see how she looks. She's not done, but so far. So there, see, no more gap. It's all closed up. This is it right here. This is another page. So you see, this is the back of the envelope. It's all closed up now. There's no gap there where it's hanging open. And everything is copacetic. So now we need to, I'm going to look at my stencils and see if I want to do any stenciling on any of the pages, since it's I think I know I bought some Dollar Tree, or at least one Dollar Tree stencil. So I'm going to locate that. I know where it is. I just have to get it out and get some ink out and see if I want to do that. And if I want to do that, I will do that next. And then I think I will get out some of my Dollar Tree stickers. We'll go through and see where we want to put Dollar Tree stickers. And also the stencils could be a possibility for decorating ephemera too. So we can do that together. So I've done everything with you except for the sewing in. And like I said, that is, many people have done the 5 pamphlet stitch. Just search 5 pamphlet stitch, and I'm sure you'll find more than one way to do it, because there's more than one way to do all the stitches, and you can find your favorite way. I found my favorite way, and from my good friend Maria, she did it one time on her channel. I couldn't tell you where to find it because I'll have to ask her if she wants to do a video on just the 5 pamphlet stitch, because when I saw her do it, I was like, oh, that's not, because I always thought, I thought it was hard, and then I saw her do it, I was like, oh, that's not so hard. The way she did it was perfect, the way she demonstrated it and did it, and I've done it that way ever since, and it's very, very sturdy, and so I love it. I love the way she did it. So anyway, thanks for watching today. Hope you're enjoying this series of Dollar Tree Junk Journal by challenge put on by Paper Terrace, and I will see you in my next video. Have a great day.